How many times recently have you forgotten to plug in the Bovie pad, attach the Bovie pad, connect the tourniquet, turn on the suction, all of those things that I make fun of myself very frequently for forgetting. And the struggle is not something that's unique to me. I've been doing this for over 15 years, and I hear nurses frequently complain about getting distracted, being asked to do something else, and then suddenly they forgot to do one of these very important things that needed to be done. And I think the reason that we forget, the reason we get distracted is because there are 1,000 different tasks that need to be completed with multiple requests coming at us from every different direction that are competing for our attention and our priority. And in the middle of all of that, we all have a routine that we just, I think, inadvertently develop. And when we get out of our routine, when we get out of that order that we naturally have, then something falls through the cracks, something gets forgotten. For me, it's generally plugging in the Bovie or turning on the suction. If I get out of my routine, that's what's going to happen. But we depend very heavily on our routines because our routines kind of help carry the mental load of everything that we're doing. And so we don't necessarily have to think about something because we have a routine. And we know that if we go through these steps, it's all going to flow and everything's going to work out. For example, for me, when I set up a room, I always put everything that I am going to need on my prep stand, everything that I need for my patient. So if it's foam for positioning or tape, or it's the meds that I need to pour off on the back table if I haven't done that yet, my Bovie pad goes there, my gloves for the prep, the Foley if we're going to be starting a Foley, like everything that I need for that patient goes on that prep stand. The reason being is that as I work my way through all of it, if I get down to the prep, which is my very last thing, if I get down to the prep and there's still something sitting there, then that triggers my brain to be like, oh, you forgot the Bovie pad or you forgot X, Y, or Z. And so it's a helpful way for me to make sure that those things get done before I prep, because once we prep, we're going to drape and then the patient's covered up and then I'm diving under the drapes to go fix something that I forgot if I don't take care of it before we prep, which is why that routine works well for me. It's like a nice little visual checklist to make sure that I've gotten everything done that I need to do. So everybody will eventually develop their own routine, what works for them. And if you haven't developed one yet, you will. You'll find something that works for you based on the kinds of cases you do and the kind of docs you're working with and all of those things. And I think there's value in the routine because it's important and it helps us remember when so many things are competing for our attention. It's certainly not foolproof by any means, but it definitely helps.